What's up with the YouTube fam, man? Listen, I was just coming in to check in with y'all to let y'all know that they have finally released the mugshot of the dude who actually did this heinous crime, this thug. And they said that Ralph was walking and he went home from some of the reports that I did read, but I'm not for sure. I can't confirm or deny if that's really true or not, but the sources that I seen are very credible, so I'm gonna stick with this. Sorry for the background noise, but yeah, man, I'm gonna let y'all get into the video, and I'm gonna holler at y'all a little bit later. And yeah, man, I hope that this thug get exactly what he deserves. But I'll holler at y'all later though. Here go the video. All right, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video. So listen, this situation right here is taking the world by storm, but it's also being shadow banned. It's also being, thrown up under the rug. A lot of people aren't seeing this, and it seems like it's a situation where they're trying to cover it up. But I mean, it's getting media coverage, but not as much as it should be. You feel me? So let's go ahead and get into the whole situation. So Ralph Yarl is a 16-year-old young male, you know what I'm saying, who actually went to a home, the wrong address. And I know some of y'all already seen this, and I did say I wasn't gonna bring these type of stories to this channel as much, but the auntie is begging and pleading to get some help as far as getting this story out there. Even though YouTube might not show it to a lot of people, I'm still willing to take the risk and put it over here on my channel. It's just a sad situation in my opinion, man. And I would want somebody to do the same for me, you know what I'm saying? Or my child. So anyways, man, let's go ahead and get into it though. So yeah, he went to the wrong house. He went to actually pick up a sibling or siblings, and he went to the house that was, around the block from where he actually needed to be. So he went to 115th Street, which he was really supposed to go to 115th Torrance. Now, the homeowner, that's what they're calling him. They're not even trying to identify who he is, which is so weird in my opinion. I'm pretty sure his name is out there somewhere, but overall, they're not trying to put his name out there. It's a whole bunch of covering up in this situation, man. But he went to the wrong home, and the dude actually seen who he was. Now, this part right here is allegedly, I'm not for sure how true this is, but it's all over reports, and the auntie stated this same thing as well, that, they actually made eye contact. He shot the boy in the head, and then he walked up to the little boy, told him, "Don't come over here again," and shot him in the head, and then he shot him in the arm as well, And I just feel like that. Oh yeah, and then he also went to neighbors' houses after this. This boy is destined to live, in my opinion. If he doesn't live, which I really don't even want to put this in the atmosphere, I just want to commend him on being strong in this situation, because a lot of people just, they're being shocked. They don't even want to move when they get shot or something like that. He got up and tried to do what was best for him at the time, and I commend him on that. But, the auntie had some things to say. I got some news, clips, and certain things about the whole situation. I'm going to give y'all more of my opinion during the video, but overall, man, we're going to go ahead and get into it and see what's going on. Make sure I add my crime channel. Like I said before, a lot of crime videos will be over there, and I'm going to get back to my regular content over here. So, I'm just letting y'all know what's up with that. But overall, let's go ahead and get into the video, see what the aunt has to say, and get a couple of updates, and we're going to talk about it. Make sure I get in the comment section and add all my social medias and everything. It's in the comment section as well. But let's get into it and see what's going on.
So I've gotten a lot of DMs from people wondering how they can help. The only help that I need and that my family needs right now is to get attention on this situation. I want to get as much light shine on this situation as we can possibly get, because the man that looked my nephew in the eye, pulled out a gun and shot him in the head, and then when he fell down, shot him again, is currently at his house living his best life. And my nephew is in the hospital bed. Yes, he is alive, thank you God. But we don't need to wait for black boys to die for us to say enough is enough. We don't need for them to not be able to move in order for us to say enough is enough. An attack on one black child is an attack on every single black kid, because at the end of the day, they only see one thing. And the fact that we know deep down, if it was any other way,
we know,
if this was a black man, if this was my daddy, he would not be standing in front of his house with a new glass door cleaning up the staircase. I don't know if that was him cleaning up the staircase or if it was a neighbor cleaning up the staircase, but there was a comment made by the neighbor in the news report that Fox 4KC reported. We look out for each other. Who are we looking out for? Because my nephew ran from door to door, so who are we looking out for?
Hey, man.
Not the 16-year-old boy. No, not him.
A 16-year-old boy is in the hospital tonight after his family says he was shot in the head after knocking on the wrong door. The suspect is not in jail tonight, and that is sparking protests. Ralph Yarl meant to go to a house on Northeast 115th Terrace.
So a little bit more into that right there, and I'm pretty sure I added more clips about this, basically verifying what I'm saying now. He did get held, I think it was for like 24 hours or something like that, but they let him go. And I feel like that, you know, he shouldn't have been let go. And then for him to be called a suspect and things like that, man, you know, y'all using key terms, so why is he not being treated like one? You feel me? You letting him out, go back to the house, he can clean up evidence, he can do whatever the hell he needs to do, delete footage, I mean, all type of different things that he could possibly do if he did have some type of ring camera or something like that. But the way that he was moving and the way that they acting, I don't think he had one. And I just feel like he just wanted to do that to somebody who was, you know, like him. I'm gonna say that, you know, I gotta watch what I say. But yeah, man, you know, it just sad, and it's just so amazing how that little dude was able to keep on pushing after being, you know, shot in the head twice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was very strong, and he's blessed and lucky to be here, for real, for real. He's covered, man. But that man, to actually do something like this, bro, is sad and it's sickening. And I feel like they should be taking this shit way further than what they're taking it. And they should be actually going as hard as they can in this situation to prove certain things. But they really don't give a damn about nobody, if y'all know what I mean. Nobody. They don't really give a fuck, bro. They worried about themselves. I feel like this should be taken to a whole nother level. But hey, let's get back into the story.
Pick up a sibling on Thursday night, but he went to 115th Street instead. After he knocked on the door, he was shot. Tonight, his family and the community are calling for justice. KMBC 9's Peyton Headley is in the studio tonight. And Peyton, you were there as hundreds were marching tonight.
Right, Len. And the best news that we learned today is that Ralph Yarl is alive and he's healing. But he's got a long path of recovery ahead. So tonight, community leaders are asking you to wrap your arms around this family as they begin their fight for justice.
It's crazy.
We are praying for healing for Ralph.
With prayer and with passion, protesters gathered for 16-year-old Ralph Yarl.
Amen.
It's a show of solidarity and a call for accountability.
We want to open the eyes of Kansas City to this injustice.
Yarl went to pick up a sibling on Thursday night. He went to the wrong house. After he knocked on the door, his family says the person inside shot him in the head.
Justice for Ralph.
So Sunday afternoon, hundreds walked to the house where it happened.
Justice for Ralph.
It was a march of love for Yarl and his family. But that's not to say that people aren't angry.
You sent your son to go get his siblings, and he almost don't come back.
This should not be the fate of black children.
We're here for Ralph. We're here for every other black boy. We must love and support each other.
And I'm going to tell you something that kind of caught me by surprise. They said that they need the victim to be allowed to state certain things. So basically, they saying they need him to be the witness and tell them that this is what took place. I feel like he should be in custody until it happens. You know, that's just how I feel about that. And I can tell that he did this on purpose, man. I mean, it's just a certain energy that this whole situation is giving me. Tell me if y'all can feel where I'm coming from when I say that. You can just tell it's just something about this that just don't sit right with me. And I don't know, like I said before, exactly how they know that he walked up and did it again after doing it the first time to him and stuff like that. But, I mean, they got a strong indication from some type of way, and they said that he's healing as well. So with that being said, you never know if he's responding or anything like that, but if he is, I really do, you know, like I said, commend him for being so strong, because man, and you know, I mean, also, you know, God is involved with this, you feel me? You can't do nothing without him. So I mean, shit, you know, like I said before, he's covered. But yeah, they said they needed the victim to be actually there, and to victim shame him, it's crazy in my opinion. You can tell that he wasn't doing no BS. He just got the streets mixed up. He went to the right number, just the wrong house. And it's crazy. Let's get back into it though.
This right here is a lot of love.
In the anger, his aunt says they have a lot to be thankful for. Yarl is alive and he's healing.
Ralph will feel a lot of love, because this is a lot of people. It's amazing.
I'm looking to you, oh God. that you, oh God, will fight this battle.
As Yarl begins his journey toward recovery, his family continues their fight for justice. With prayer and with love, the community is rallying right behind them.
We lift up Ralph and his family into your hands, oh God, and we pray for speedy healing.
Amen. The family says they have attorneys working on their case already. One of them, civil rights attorney Ben Crump. He posted on Twitter calling the unjustifiable and demanding prosecution. Crump also worked on George Floyd and Breonna Taylor's cases. Len.
Kansas City's mayor and police chief talked about the case today. Chief Graves says the investigation is still very active, so there are still some things officers do not know. Both the chief and mayor say they are committed to a full and thorough investigation.
You do have a police department that is listening, that cares, and we take all of these cases seriously.
And more than anything, to make sure that this child and this child's family knows that there are people working hard, a number of people working hard to make sure there is justice for this person, and that would exist whether the victim is black, white, Latino, whatever background.
On April 13th, just before 10 o'clock p.m., officers were called to a residence where a teen was shot in front of the residence by a homeowner. The teen was transported to a local hospital for his injuries. The homeowner was taken into custody and placed on a 24-hour investigative hold. Detectives and crime scene personnel immediately responded, processed the scene, and recovered the firearm. After consulting with the Clay County Prosecutor's Office, the homeowner was released pending further investigation due to the need to obtain a formal statement from the victim, forensic evidence, and compile additional information for a case file to be presented. A formal statement is planned and forthcoming as the teen's injuries allow. A person can be held up for 24 hours for investigation of a felony, at which time they're required by Missouri law to be charged or released. The vast majority of cases, to include violent crime, involve the suspect being released pending further investigation. In this case, the prosecutor requires more information from investigators that would take more than 24 hours to compile. Throughout the weekend, investigators have worked to gather and requested information and details. They have been in touch with the prosecutors. As soon as the case is complete, it will be presented to the Clay County prosecutors for their review.
They call him the homeowner, like I said before. They treat him like the victim, basically, in my opinion. I feel like his name should be plastered everywhere. I don't give a damn what they think or what they're trying to hide or what the possibilities can be. And everything I am saying in this video is allegedly. I'm just stating my thoughts and opinions on this like I got the right to do. But, you know, they treat him like a real, like, noble citizen. Noble citizen. And it's crazy to me. And for that dude, I think his name was Quinn, the mayor or some shit like that, for him to say what he's saying, he's trying to save face, in my opinion. You know, I don't feel like that ain't no way in the hell you should be out here trying to make it seem like it ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. It is what it is, in my opinion, now. And I don't know why he's trying to act like that, because I'm pretty sure, man, in his mind, he already was thinking like, you know, like these people went through a lot of things that we went through growing up and stuff like that as well. So they know how it is out here to be, you know, different in the world. You know what I'm saying? We all the same, but we different, if y'all know what I mean. If y'all catch what I'm putting down. So, you know, it's just like a whole crazy situation to be acting like you don't know what the hell going on or trying to save face to hold your position, man. Speak on that shit. Stand up for what you believe in, man. But, you know, at somewhere, you know, at some point in time, you got to realize that is what you believe in. If you're going to get up there and say it in front of everybody, in my opinion, you know, being a sellout means you sold out. So you with whatever. So, yeah. But anyway, let's get back into it. Auntie got some more to say as well, too.
We recognize the frustration this can cause in the entire criminal justice process.
Yeah, a bit.
The women and men of the Kansas City Police Department are working as expeditiously and as thoroughly as we can to ensure the criminal justice process continues to advance as quickly as all involved and our community deserve. Detectives have been working over the past several days to compile a detailed case file so they have all the information they need to make the best charging decision on the case moving forward. We want the community to know that we are committed to justice in this case and every case, and work every day to seek that justice for all victims of all crimes. Investigators have been in touch with the family of the victim in this case and updated them on the status of the investigation and the process moving forward. I want everyone to know that I'm listening And I understand the concern that we are receiving from the community.
My nephew was on his way to pick up his brothers from their friend's house a few blocks away from his house. He didn't have his phone, so he wasn't using GPS. He was just going based on the direction that my sister gave him. Unfortunately, he pulled into the driveway of the wrong house, walked up to the door, rang the doorbell. A man opened up the door, looked him in the eye, and said, "Don't ever come back here," as he shot him in the head. My nephew fell down and the man shot him again. He was able to get up and ran to the neighbor who did not open the door. He ran to 3 houses before one of the neighbors said, "Put your hands up and lay on the ground." And then he laid on the ground like he passed out before the neighbor called the police for help. My nephew is 16 years old. You hear these stories about racism in America and you think, wow, how sad is that? But then you have this little bit of hope because you feel like it's so far away and it would never happen to your family. It would never happen to you. But God, the people in this country are sick. And it is so hard to believe that this amount of hate lives in people. And they hate people based on things that are not even under their control. I cannot believe this is the country that we live in. This is the country. This is America.
Police say someone inside a Northland home shot a teen in error after the boy drove to the wrong address to pick up younger siblings. Good evening, I'm Shannon Russo.
I'm Kevin Barry. That teen was supposed to go to a home on Northwest 115th Terrace. Instead, he went to a home 1 block over on Northeast 115th Street.
Lake County Prosecutor's Office says that they have not received any criminal referral, but this is still a very active investigation, with police telling us that this teen is in the hospital with injuries that are considered to be life-threatening. At the home where neighbors say it happened, a man vacuums the front steps after replacing a glass door. Fox 4 asked what happened.
I guess you'll have to check with other authorities.
Well, do you know this? Quote, suspect was brought to headquarters to give a statement. Older visitors also did not answer questions. Do you know any details about it?
Yeah, but I'm not at liberty to give that out, man. You know that.
Why not?
This damn thug, you hear him?
Yeah, he's my buddy, man, and I love him to death.
Is he an older guy? It's not this guy, right?
No, come on, man. We all take care of one another, you know?
You hear him?
Y'all, there was nothing that was an error about that. My nephew rang the doorbell. He opened up the door. He shot him in the head and said, "Don't come back here again." When he fell down, he shot him again. That is not an error.
And if he passed away, I think they would have been covering it up a lot more than what they are right now. But they know that there's some leeway, and I think that that young man is up and he's possibly speaking. I'm not trying to say that he is, it's just a thought. I just feel like that they saying a lot of things with conviction, and I mean, when you start speaking the way that she's speaking, you know something, you know what I'm saying? We don't know exactly what's going on with it, but it's a sad situation. I hate that for the young man, I hate that for his family, and I hate that for anybody who went through a situation that's got something to do with something like this, you know? Hell, I hate it for anybody to go through anything, in my opinion, man. Y'all already know, man. But overall, man, I just hope that, you know, they can get through this situation. I hope that, you know, he can get some justice. And I hope that the dude who did it get what he deserves. You know what I'm saying? If, which we know, but if, you know, he really didn't mean no harm. But we know what it is, man. Overall, man, that's all I got to say. I want to know what y'all feel about everything in the comment section. If you made it to the end of this video, I really do appreciate y'all for that. I'm going to get back to some scheduled, you know, videos that I normally post on the channel. But if it is an update, I might post it to the other channel, or I might bring it here. Y'all let me know where y'all wanted it. If y'all want the update over here or on the crime channel, I might bring it over here, because if I bring it over there to the crime channel, some people are not gonna know what's going on, you know. So we're gonna figure that out though when it's time, but I'm pretty sure we'll get an update soon. Overall, that's all I gotta say right now. I want to know what y'all feel about everything in the comment section. If you made it to the end of this video, I really do appreciate y'all more than you know, man. Real talk. And yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. I'll holler at y'all later on another video. Justice for Ralph. All right.